Sleep meditation for adults is a guided wind-down practice, usually slow breathing plus a body scan, that lowers the mental and physical arousal, keeping you awake. It does not force sleep. Instead, it calms the nervous system so falling asleep becomes easier, and the research supports it as a helpful adjunct. What is sleep meditation for adults? Sleep meditation is a guided practice that helps you wind down towards sleep by quieting the noise in your head and the tension in your body. You lie down, follow a calm voice, slow your breathing, and move your attention slowly through your body. That is the whole thing. Here is the part most people get backwards. It is not a technique for making yourself fall asleep. The harder you try to sleep, the more awake you tend to feel. Sleep meditation works in the opposite direction. It takes the pressure off, settles your nervous system, and lets sleep arrive on its own. That distinction matters because the reason many adults lie awake is not a lack of tiredness. It is arousal, a busy, slightly wired mind that will not switch off. Sleep meditation is aimed squarely at that problem. How does it actually help you wind down? It works by lowering pre-sleep arousal, the mental and physical on state that delays sleep. A typical session leans on two simple mechanisms. First, slow breathing, with the exhale a little longer than the inhale, nudges you toward parasympathetic rest and digest activity, which lowers heart rate and signals safety to the body. Second, a body scan moves your attention from one body part to the next, gently pulling focus away from the looping thoughts and worries that keep you alert. Researchers describe this as redirecting attention toward neutral bodily sensation, which interrupts rumination and engages a relaxation response. The effect is not magic, and it is not instant. It is a learnable downshift, the same threshold you naturally cross in the minutes before sleep, reached on purpose. What does the evidence say, honestly? The research is encouraging but measured, and it is worth being straight about that. In a randomized trial of adults with chronic insomnia, a mindfulness-based program produced clinically meaningful improvement in sleep. In a separate randomized clinical trial of older adults with moderate sleep disturbance, a 6-week mindfulness program improved sleep quality significantly more than standard sleep hygiene education. A 2022 systematic review of body scan meditation pooled 14 randomized controlled trials and found favorable effects on stress and well-being. The honest caveats: many of these studies are small, the body scan-specific evidence base is still limited, and meditation is usually studied as one part of a broader mindfulness program. Most importantly, for chronic insomnia, the strongly recommended first-line treatment is CBTI, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Sleep meditation is best understood as a helpful complement that reduces arousal and improves subjective sleep, not a standalone fix or a substitute for treatment if your sleep problem is persistent. A simple routine to start tonight. You do not need experience, flexibility, or any equipment beyond a place to lie down. Here is a beginner-friendly routine. 1. Set the stage a few minutes before. Dim the lights and put screens away. Most sleep guidance suggests 20 to 30 minutes of wind down before bed, so this is your window. 2. Get comfortable. Lie on your back in bed, arms at your sides, legs uncrossed. A pillow under the knees can help. 3. Start a guided session. 10 to 20 minutes is a good default for beginners. Let the voice do the structuring so you can just follow. 4. Slow the breath. Breathe in for about 4 counts, out for about 6. Let the longer exhale do the work. 5. Scan the body. Move your attention slowly from your feet up to your head, noticing each area without trying to change anything. 6. Let your mind wander, then return. When you notice you have drifted into thinking, that is normal. Gently bring attention back to the breath or the body. No judgment. If you fall asleep partway through, no harm done. At bedtime, that is exactly what you want. What to expect? The first night, you might mostly notice you feel calmer and less tightly wound. even if you do not fall asleep faster yet. That is the arousal coming down, and it is the mechanism doing its job. The bigger gains tend to come from repetition. The studies that found benefit ran over weeks, not a single session. Treat it as a nightly habit, like brushing your teeth, and give it a couple of weeks before judging it. Some nights it will work beautifully, and some nights your mind will be loud. Both are normal. The practice is the returning, not the perfect stillness. Getting started. The easiest way in is a guided session, because the recorded voice handles the pacing and the steps, so you can simply lie there and follow along. A library of guided sleep meditations and yoga nidra sessions in different lengths lets you match the practice to the night, whether that is a quick 10-minute wind down or a longer session to ease into sleep tonight. That is the short version. The full sourced article and a free guided session to try tonight are linked in the description. Rest well.